the world sees its own tragedy, because if you think about New Orleans, they see their tragedy. You think about certain parts of the world that get tornadoes and things of that nature, which takes the whole city away. It's just California, this is like our first time dealing with it.
Everyone knows Snoop Dogg for the laid-back flow, the chronic cloud, and the West Coast classics. But what you probably don't know is how he became one of hip-hop's smartest businessmen. While others made noise, Snoop made moves. From tech and media to sports and cannabis, he turned a decades-long career into a multi-stream empire. This video isn't about the hits, it's about the hustle. The deals, the flips, the ownership plays you never saw coming. Because behind the cool persona is a sharp operator stacking wins across industries. Let's break down how Snoop turned style into strategy and built real wealth beyond the beat. Snoop's rise started on Death Row Records, where Doggy Style went multi-platinum and turned him into a global name. But the real power move came years later, in 2022, when he bought the Death Row brand. That flipped his story from signed artist to label boss. Now he owns the very catalog that helped launch his name. It's more than nostalgia, it's equity. Owning Death Row gives him rights to reissue music, launch new talent, and license content on his terms. That's the long game. Snoop didn't just return to his roots, he bought the tree. It's proof that smart money rewrites history, and owns it too. Even if Snoop never dropped another verse, his catalog is a goldmine. Gin and juice, drop it like it's hot, beautiful. His tracks live on in movies, ads, and playlists worldwide. His royalty streams are steady and global. Combine that with collaborations with everyone from Dr. Drew to Katy Perry, and you've got decades of licensing money rolling in. Snoop also owns rights to much of his later work, meaning more back-end income without the middleman. His music doesn't just entertain, it pays. And unlike viral artists who fade fast, Snoop's sound is timeless. That's not a vibe, it's a revenue stream. Snoop's greatest product might be himself. He's one of the most marketable names in entertainment, period. From cookbooks with Martha Stewart to video games, snacks, NFTs, and even wine. His name is on everything. But here's the trick. He doesn't just lend his name, he licenses it. That means money every time Snoop branded products hit shelves. He keeps it fun, but make no mistake, it's business. Whether it's Snoop Loops cereal or a mobile app, he turns identity into income. Few celebrities can stretch across culture like Snoop, and when the brand is the product, everything becomes a paycheck. Snoop didn't just rap about weed, he built an empire on it. In 2015, he launched Leafs by Snoop, one of the first celebrity cannabis brands. Then he leveled up with Casa Verde Capital, a venture firm investing in cannabis tech and infrastructure. He backed platforms like Dutchie, which became a billion-dollar startup. While most artists focused on dispensaries, Snoop invested in the supply chain. He knew the real money was behind the scenes. He wasn't just selling weed, he was betting on the industry. That vision made him one of the most respected figures in cannabis business. Not hype, strategy. Snoop's not stuck in the past. He plays where the future's headed. He was an early investor in Reddit, Robinhood, and Klarna. He bought into FaZe Clan, the esports giant, long before celebrities started noticing gaming culture. These weren't just trendy plays, they were smart, early, and long-term. He even dipped into crypto and Web3 projects, grabbing digital real estate in the metaverse before most knew what it was. While other stars post selfies with brands, Snoop buys in before IPOs. He moves like a venture capitalist with street sense, one who knows culture and tech don't live in separate lanes anymore. What started as a quirky cooking show turned into one of the most unexpected business pairings in entertainment history. Snoop and Martha Stewart's chemistry was lightning in a bottle, and they monetized it fast. From co-hosted TV shows to product lines, and even co-branded NFTs, they flipped that friendship into a franchise. Their appeal crosses generations and demographics, turning cooking and cannabis culture into mainstream conversation. Snoop's brand got into households that never played his music. Martha's brand got cooler. Together, they weren't just funny, they were profitable. Proof that chemistry, when leveraged right, can become commerce. Snoop Dogg's love for football isn't just a hobby, it's a blueprint. He founded the Snoop Youth Football League in 2005, which has produced NFL stars like Juju Smith-Schuster. But it's more than charity, it's brand legacy. He's also made moves in esports, partnering with FaZe Clan and streaming gaming content. In 2023, he became part of a group buying into sports teams. Real ownership, not just courtside seats. These aren't surface-level plays. They build cultural capital and financial stake. Snoop's always thinking 10 years ahead. Whether it's a football league or a Fortnite collab, the strategy's the same. Plant now, profit later. Snoop launched Snoopadelic Films to produce movies, documentaries, and shows on his terms. While Hollywood chases clicks, Snoop focuses on ownership. He's behind several Netflix and YouTube projects, and even rolled out his own comedy special. He's not just showing up, he's controlling the content. He's also hosted everything from UFC events to game shows, proving he can adapt to any screen format. In a world built on IP, Snoop's stacking his own catalog. Content isn't just king, it's forever money. And Snoop's making sure that when the stories get told, he's not just in them, he's profiting off every frame. After buying Death Row, Snoop did something nobody expected. He turned it into a Web3 label. He announced plans to release future music as NFTs, making Death Row the first major label to go full blockchain. He dropped exclusive albums, bonus content, and digital merch, direct to fans, no middlemen. Whether or not the NFT market holds, Snoop proved he's not scared to innovate. He sees the next wave and moves first. It's not about hype, it's about positioning. Death Row went from retro to revolutionary under his leadership. And Snoop made sure his legacy didn't just survive, it evolved. Snoop isn't out here flashing mansions like other stars, but make no mistake, he's stacked in real estate. He owns multiple properties in California, including commercial spaces for his businesses. He keeps it quiet, but the value is there. He's also setting up for generational wealth, trusts, investments for his kids, and long-term plays most rappers don't even consider until it's too late. Snoop's not just buying for himself, he's building a legacy that outlives the music. Ownership is his mindset, and real estate is part of that foundation. It's not flashy, but it's forever. Snoop has the rare ability to evolve without losing his core identity. He's been a gangster rapper, reggae artist, gospel singer, talk show host, tech investor, and cartoon voiceover. And it all works. Why? Because Snoop is authentic. That authenticity builds trust, and trust sells. Companies want to work with him because he moves numbers and stays relevant. Whether he's on Call of Duty or at the Super Bowl, Snoop's brand adapts, but never sells out. That's rare, that's valuable, and that's why he'll keep cashing checks long after others fade out. As of 2025, Snoop Dogg's estimated net worth is around $180 to $100 million, and it's rising, not because of record sales, but because of diversified income. Cannabis equity, brand deals, tech investments, and content ownership are the backbone now. He's not chasing trends, he's creating lanes. While others ride the hype, Snoop plants roots. His money isn't loud, it's layered. And the wild part? He's still working, still relevant, and still expanding. From Death Row to the metaverse, from Martha's Kitchen to cannabis boardrooms, he's been playing chess while the rest play checkers. He didn't just stay famous, he got rich smart. If you respect the long game, hit that like button. Drop your favorite Snoop move in the comments, and subscribe for more stories that unpack power with precision. This is Shadow Tapes, where the hustle gets decoded and legends get their flowers, one money move at a time.